6. I'm going to share the screen to start the discussion. Fine. So let's have a quick recall before starting today's discussion. Okay. So in yesterday's session, we had discussed about the user management. In user management, basically, we had seen how to create the user by using command. It was user add. Then we had seen how to create the user with multiple options, like user add space hyphen s to change the shell, user add space hyphen g to change the group or adding the user into the group, user add space hyphen c to add the command, and many more. Then second command was about user mod to modify the user. If you are having the existing user and you need to change some things like the user profile or the user's login shell. Also, we had discussed about the shell yesterday. What shell exactly, okay, is shell is basically the part of the kernel, okay, which accept the input from the terminal. So shell, different shell are there, like the sh shell, then the bash born again shell, zsh shell, no login shell. Various shells are available with the variant of the Linux operating system. So by default shell with the Ubuntu is a sh. By default shell is available with the CentOS, and Red Hat is a bash. With the Kali Linux, it may be the zsh, and the system users will get by default a no login shell. So this is all about the study session. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic. It is the permissions. Now, in the permissions or while using the any operating system, maybe it will be the Windows or Linux. Okay, permissions plays a very important part for the security to maintain the security of the operating system and data as well. Basically, in any operating system, okay, you will get the three different permissions. One will be the read, another one will be the write, and one will be the execute. So these are three basic permissions with every operating system we can find out. Now, in Linux, also we need to understand the same permissions, okay, read, write, and execute as well. So before that, before going to discuss about the permission, okay, in a depth, we need to understand in Linux, here are the permissions available in a three different way, or even we can assign the permissions to the three different part of the files or a directory. Okay, so let's start with the discussion of the permission. Okay, let's understand read permissions. Okay, basically we can read, we can assign the read permission on a file or on a directory as well. Okay, so what if I apply the read permission on a file? We can check the content of that file. Okay, we can read the file by using the command. There are various commands which we already have seen to check the content of the file. The command like cat, or the command like head or the tail, okay, or even the vim. These all are the commands to check the file basically, or the content of the file. So if we assign the read permission to the file, we can read the file, but we cannot modify it. We cannot make the changes in the same file. So same read command, if we apply it on a directory, if we apply on a directory, we can check the content of that directory, whatever are there. Okay, contents of directory we can check if the read permission is assigned to the directory. But even we cannot modify the directory, we cannot rename it, we cannot move the directory. Okay, even we cannot copy paste the data from the directory. So read permission on a directory will just allow us to check the content of that directory. Basically, if we are going to see the ls command, ls space, suppose if we are going to see the content of home directory, okay, ls space home, so it will list out the content of the home directory, whatever are there. But you cannot make the changes inside of that directory. So we can give the read permission to the directory as well. Come to the write permission, same on a file or directory. You can modify the file if the write permission is assigned to the file. Write permission to the directory will do the same. You can modify the directory, you can rename the directory, or even you can delete the directory if the write permission is there with the directory. With the execute permission, if we assign the execute permission on a file, we can run that file as a program. We can run that file as a program if the execute permission is there with the file. We cannot do anything with the execute permission on a directory. So even we have the permission with the directory execute permission, or even we do not have the execute permission folder on the form on the folder on the directory, okay, it will not make any impact because we cannot run any directory, any folder in any operating system. So execute permission, whether it is there or not, okay, it doesn't matter with a directory. But that same execute permission, if we assign on a file, it will make the impact. We can run that same file as a program. So here are these three basic permissions, okay, read, write, and execute. So now these three permissions we need to assign, okay, in a three different layers. One, we need to assign the permission for user owner. We need to assign a permission for a group owner. And the third, we need to assign the permission to the others. In this three different layer, okay, three different part, we need to assign the permission. So let me show you first, okay, what exactly the user owner is. User owner, okay, user owner who created the file or, okay, directory, created the file or directory, he will be the owner of that directory or that file, okay. Group owner, by default, okay, group owner will be the same user who created that file. Suppose John has created some file, John will be the user owner of that file. At that same time, John will be the group owner of that file, okay. Later on we can change the group owner, okay. We'll see this factor again in depth within a few minutes. And now others, okay, instead of the user owner, instead of the group owner, rest all other user available with the Linux system will consider as a others, okay. I'm again trying to explain the same concept again, okay. The permission will be distributed in a three different parts, okay. One will be the permission of user owner. User owner is who created the file or directory. Then the group owner, as we had discussed in a previous session, whenever we are going to create the user, it also created its primary group as well. Suppose if you are going to create the user ad with a John user, so we are going to create the user basically. At that same time, it will create its own group by the same name of the John, and that group will call as a primary group of the John. So here group owner will be same, okay, as a user owner. And instead of user owner and group owner, rest of all other user will consider as others. User owner, group owner, and others. Now, how we can check the permission? Basically, the command which we had seen, ls command, to list the directories or the file. So now we need to see the command with ls space hyphen l. Hyphen l, this is the option which we need to use with the command ls space hyphen l. Basically, it will give us the result as a long listing, okay. Till the time ls was just giving us the content, okay, directory name, file name, but with ls space hyphen l, we'll get a long listing content, okay. So let me show you the output of this command. I'm going to switch on my terminal. And let's see the output of this command ls space hyphen l, okay. So in this way, ls space hyphen l will list out the all directories, all files, okay, but with many more detail here, okay. Now let me explain this one by one, okay. I'm going to create one directory here, mkdir space world. I see. Let me log in with the root. Basically, the permission denied, this error we need to face often again and again. Okay. Now, once we'll go through the permission, we'll able to understand why we are facing that error, permission denied on each and every place. Now, let me create the directory, and also I'm going to create one file here. So the directory is a word and the file is a test. Now let's file the command ls space -l with a parent directory, and here we can see the word directory we have created and the test file as well. Okay, so first letter, okay, of the any directory or any file. Okay, let's see the result of the word directory. It start with the d. Okay, d, what d is exactly? So d indicates that this is the directory. Okay, whenever you are going to see the directories, it will start with a d. Okay, for example, this is run directory, so it start with a d. For example, this is a root directory, it start with a d. Okay, and if you have the file, like we have the file test. Okay, so in the file of in the case of the file, it will give you the hyphen sign. Okay, so if the file is there, it will show you the first letter as a hyphen. Okay, and if the directory is there, it will show you with the sign of the d or the letter of the d. So some of them are here started with the L. L are the basically the link. Okay, link, soft link and hard link. We will discuss it in another session. Hard link and soft links are there. So D is for the directory, and basically hyphen you will get if it is in a file. Okay. So now after first letter D or hyphen, here we can see the permissions. Okay. R is for read, W is stand for write, X for is for execute. Okay, so if we distribute this permissions in the three different group, first, second, third, then again first, second, third, and again first, second, third. So wherever, okay, let me show you in this case. See, read, write, execute. Okay, these are three permissions. Again, after that, read, write, execute in this second way, and again read, write, execute. So these are three different block of permissions, okay, like RWX, RWX, and RWX. This is showing the first block is showing the permission is for user owner. Second block is showing the permission for the group owner. And the third block is indicating the permission for the others. So suppose the write permission will be missing there. If the write permission is missing, it will show you the hyphen R hyphen X. Okay, like this R hyphen X. Okay, so multiple times we can see the result here. For example, in this case, R hyphen X. So write permission is missing. Write permission is not assigned on this var directory. Okay, so suppose let's have a look into the file permission. Okay, here read, write, and hyphen is there. That means execute permission is missing here. Okay, in the second block, write and execute permission is missing, and also in the third block, write and execute permission is missing. Okay, so let me explain. First block is for user owner. So user owner is having the read and write permission, but not execute. Then group owner is having only read permission. Okay, group owner is having only read permission, not write and execute. And again, in a third block, others is having only read permission, not write and not execute as well for this file test. Now, who is the user owner and who is the group owner? Let's have a look in the another column. Okay, here we can see the user owner is a root and the group owner is also root. Basically, here every file, every directory's user owner is a root. Okay, so but if you have created the directory or a file with the help of another user, it will show you the user owner, okay, who created that file or that directory. So let's complete first this scenario of the user permissions, okay, with the help of command ls-l. Basically, what output is saying, first we can see the permissions, okay, of the user owner, then the group owner, then the others. Okay, after that Here we can see the two different column with the user owner and a group owner. We can change it later. Okay, we'll see how to change it. And then here is the timestamp and all. And the finally you can see the directory here, directory or the file, whatever it is. Okay. So I hope you understood the output of ls command, ls space -l. Basically, it will give you the output of long listing, where you can see, you can list out the directory file with the detail, with the permission, user owner. Okay, this will be the user owner, and this will be the group owner. Group owner. So to understand this permission, okay, I'm going to create one user, as we have created the multiple users. I'm going to create the user John, okay, and I'm going to log in with the John user. Now John is going to create one directory, mkdir space John1. Okay, if we check ls space -l, okay, we can see the permission for John1 directory. This is a directory John1. Okay, here is a time and date stamp. Here we can see user owner is a John, as well as group owner is a John, because John user has created its own group, and John is a member of it by its own group. Okay, by default. And here are the permissions. D indicates the directory. So user owner's permission, that means John permission, okay, John having the permission, read, write, execute for this directory, okay, because John is the user owner. John is having the full permission. Then the group owner having the read and execute permission only. Basically, the group owner is also John here, and the others. So apart from the user owner and a group owner, all other rest of the users having the read and execute permission. They do not have the write permission over here. So this is the way, whenever the user is going to create the file or the directory, okay, the same user will be considered as its user owner or a group owner. Okay. Now come back to the command terminal. Okay, and first let's understand how we can create, how we can see the permissions again in the same way. Now permissions, okay, we can assign by the two different way. One is the alpha method is there. Okay, alphabets we can use to change the permission, and one is a numeric, okay, numeric process to change the permission. So before changing the permission, okay, here is one more thing we have to take a look first. The user owner, okay, user owner of a directory or a group owner of directory, how to change user owner or a group owner of that particular directory, because the permissions are also depend on a user owner and a group owner. Okay, so let me show you the file which we have created. It was inside of /home/John. Okay, we are going to list the content of /home/John. So we found one file one which was created by John. So user owner of file one is a John, and also directory John1 user owner is also John. So first we need to understand how we can change the user owner or a group owner of this file. For that purpose, I'm going to create some user. Okay, user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, user 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we have created user from 1 to 10. And then I'm going to add the group as well. Okay, group add space HR, it is already there. Group add space IT, it is also there. Let me check the group file. So here is a group. Okay, IT group is also there, and HR group is also there. Now we need to understand how to change the user owner first, user owner of the file or a directory even. So for that purpose, we have the command. Okay, command is chown. Okay, chown. Chown stands for change ownership. Okay, then you have to mention here the owner's name or the user's name. okay, to whom you need to assign the ownership. For example, this time I'm going to assign the user ownership of user 1 and which directory. Okay, we have the directory. You need to give the path of that directory slash home, then slash John slash directory name was John1. This is the path of that directory. So previously the directory John1, okay, it was there and the user owner of John1 was John only. Let me show you this thing again. This one, John1 directory is there and the user owner of this directory is the John only. Okay, this time we are going to change the user owner. The command is chown change owner. Okay, I need to set the user owner user1 this time. Okay, chown, this is the command to change ownership. Command is the owner which we are planning, okay, to set, it is user1 space. Just simply you have to give the directory name with the path slash home slash John. The directory name is John1. Okay, so complete path of that directory you need to set. Let's see, hit the enter. Okay, and again if we check the result, ls space hyphen l instead of slash home slash John. Okay, see the result. This time John1 directory is having the user owner. Okay, it is user1. So we have changed the owner by using this command chown change owner. Okay, change owner. Then you need to define the new owner of that file or the directory, and finally the path of the directory. So now John1 directory having the new owner. Okay, he is user1. Now second thing, how to change the group owner. Okay, user owner we have changed with the chown command, and let's see now how to change the group owner. So for that purpose, we have the very simple command. Command is chgrp change group. Okay, then mention the name of the group chgrp. This is a command to change the group. Mention the group name and the directory of which you need to change the group slash home slash John and slash John1. This is the directory path. So this time we are going to change the group owner. Let's see the previously the group owner is a John. We have changed the user owner, but still the group owner is the same. Okay, now we are going to change the group owner as well. So let's fire the same command chgrp change group. Give the name of the group ID and the path with the directory slash home slash John slash John1 directory. And again, let's check the result. This time we have changed the group owner of the John1 directory. Now group owner has become the ID. So previously when the user owner was John, John was having the permission of read write execute. Okay, now the same read write execute full permission has been assigned to the user1. And the group owner was also John previously. Now the group owner has become the IT group. Okay, and IT group has received the permission of read and execute. So in this way, user owner or a group owner, okay, can change as per the requirement. User owner or the group owner, okay, we can change as per our requirement. So if you have observed the all activity, okay, we are performing with the root user, because a normal or a standard user cannot change, okay, the permission of another directories. Hence we need to log in with the super user to implement such kind of setup, to change the permission and all things. So root user which we are using, or we had logged in with the root user this time, this root user is super user and it has all permission, all privileges to change the permission, to change the user owner or group owner of any direction. So this is how we can change the user owner and group owner. Now let's come to the permission. One more thing, we can check, okay, the impact was happen on that directory. John1, okay, John1, this was the directory, and User one, we made the changes. User one became the user owner. Now, what if we log in to try to log in with a John user? Okay, so should John will able to create some content, or John will get some permission to enter in that directory or not? Let me show you. I'm going to log in with a John user with a CLI only. John is login. We can check with the who am I. Okay, and the John. Now let's check the present working directory. We are already inside of /home/John, and we can see the file and directory as well. File is a file one. Okay, and the John one directory is there. Now let me see. I'm going to check the content with the ls space John one. So I'm trying to check the content of John one. Okay, and see, I did not get any permission denied error over here, because John is having the read permission. Okay, by you can look at this line. Okay, John is basically considered as a other user now, because John is not a user owner of that directory. John is also not a group member of IT. So in this situation, John will be considered as others, and for others, the permission is a read and execute. So basically, John is having the read permission. Hence, John can ls to John one directory. But what if John is trying to change the directory, or John will try to enter in that directory, cd space John one, okay, and see we are inside of that John one directory, okay. So John can also enter in that directory, but about the right permission, John is not having the right permission, okay. Right permission is like not here for the others, okay, and John is the other user. Now let me try to create some file. Touch space, I'm going to create test 100 file. So we can see here we are getting the permission denied error to the John. John cannot create any file, any directory inside of this directory. Okay, let's try to create the file as well. Test 100. Even we cannot create the file. Okay, so basically John is considered as others because the user owner is user one, and if we try to log in with the user one is having the full permission for that directory. Read, write, execute, RWX. Okay, and user one is a user owner of that directory. So let me try with login with the user one. Okay, cd space /home/John/user1. Oh, sorry, not user one actually. Cd space /home, we have given the wrong name, /home/John/directory name was John1. Okay, so see, I am inside of /home/John and /John1 directory, and who am I? Let's check. So this time I am a user one. As you know, user one, who is the user owner of this directory. So user owner, by relation of the user owner, it is having the full permission, read, write, execute. So user one can touch the file test1. Okay, user can create the directory test2. User can ls. Okay, the test1, test2 is there. User can even rename the file test1 with imp. Okay, the file has been renamed, and even if user one wants, it can remove the all files. Files are clear. So user one basically having the full permission of this directory or for that directory, because user one is a user owner of this directory. Now let me show you, okay, how to add users in a group. I hope we had discussed this thing in a last session, how to add users in the group. So the same command, we are having user mod space hyphen capital G, group is the IT, and I'm going to add user 2, okay, in the IT group, user 3 and user 4 as well. Okay, how we can check the member of the group? For that purpose, we are having the command tell space /etc/group. Tell is not enough, or we can give the number tell space -15. So last 59 we can check here. So now user 2, user 3 and user 4 became the member of IT group. Okay. Now user 2, user 3 and user 4 became the member of IT. At the same time, the directory which we have ls/John, we need to check the John 1 directory. For John 1, the group member is a group owner is a IT, and we know who are the member of IT. It is user 2, user 3 and user 4. So let me show you the user owner. Okay, user owner, this time we have set to the user 1. Okay, the group owner we have set to the IT, and others, as you know, rest of the all users will be considered as others, and the directory name is slash, let me give you the path, complete path of that directory, /home/John and /John1. So the permission is read, write, execute, then the read hyphen execute and the read hyphen execute. Basically, what does it means? The user owner is having the full permission, group owner is having the read and execute permission, and others is having the read and execute permission in this way. So the permission of the group owner, that means the all member of IT group will get the same permission, read and execute. Okay, because the IT is the group, okay, which is having the permission read and execute, and at the same time, IT group having the member user 2, user 3, and user 4. So indirectly, user 2, user 3, user 4 are getting the permission of read and execute. So now this is all scenario to check the permission. Okay. Now let's see how we can change the permission. For that purpose, I'm going to create the different scenario. Okay. I hope we have the world directory here. Okay. We have the world directory. Okay. And we are going to implement some permission on world. First of all, let's check what is the situation, what is the permission with the world. Okay. World directory is here. World directory is having the user owner root and the group owner as well as it is also a root. So first we'll change the user owner of the world directory. Okay. Command is chown. User owner, I'm going to set it is user 1 and the directory is world directory. In that same way, we are going to change the group owner of that directory, chgrp. Change group owner. Group owner should be the ID of the world directory. Okay. And now this time, let's see. The world directory having the user owner, it is user 1, and the group owner, it is IT. Okay. So seen as the directory is the world. Okay. The user owner is the user owner is the user 1. Okay. Group owner is the IT, and IT having the member, okay, was user 2, then user 3 and user 4. So now it's a time to change the permission of this directory. So there is a simple command to change the permission. Okay, and previously again come to the changing permission way. Okay, there are two different ways. One was the alpha method. Okay, and another one is a numeric method. So let me help you to understand the alpha method. Okay, alphabetic method to assign the permission. Command is chmod, change modification. Okay, command will be same for alpha method and for numeric method as well. So command is a chmod. Okay, and let me now show you some of the letters. Okay, of the alpha way to change the permission. In alpha method, U stand for user owner. Okay, also G for the group owner. It is very easy to understand. Basically, group owner, and O for others. U for user owner, G letter is for the group owner, O for the others at the same time. R for the read permission, W for the write permission, X for the execute permission. Now, here are some symbols like special characters. Like if you want to add the permission, you need to give the plus sign to add the permission, and minus sign to remove the permission. I hope in this simple uh, way you can understand how we can change the permission. U for user owner, G for group owner, O for others. With the permissions, R for read, W for write, and X for execute. If you want to add the permission, you need to give the plus sign. If you want to remove the permission, you can give the minus sign. Now come to the terminal and we'll see how to change the permission. The command is same, chmod space U. If you are going to use, that means you are trying to change the permission of user owner. If you are going to give the G, that means you are trying to change the permission of group owners. And if you are going with the O, that means you are trying to change the permission of others. So let's start with the U, user owner. What permission you need to change? You need to add the permission. Hence, we have taken here the plus sign. I'm trying to add the permission. And what permission we need to add? We need to add the full permission like RWX, full permission. Full permission for user owner. And for which directory? The directory is a world. Okay. In that same way, I'm going to give the full permission to the group for the world directory. And later I have taken the G for the group owner. Okay. Permission is read, write, execute. And the same thing I'm going to apply for O for others. Now, if we check ls space -l for the world directory has been highlighted now. Okay. And the permission like RWX for the user owner, next RWX for the group owner, and last RWX for the others. That means this is the directory with the full permission to everyone, the user owner, group owner, and others. That means it is simple. Anybody, any user can deal with that directory, can create the content inside of that directory, can check the content, and even can modify the content. Okay, because we have assigned the full permission to this directory. Now, in that same way, let me show you if we remove the permission. If we want to remove the permission, chmod, okay, the command was chmod space user owner. Okay, we are dealing with the user owner permission. We are trying to remove the user owner permission. Hence, we taken the minus. And which permission we are trying to remove? Read, write, execute. Directory was the one. User owners, all permission we have removed. Let's check the output again. ls space -l, and you can see the world directories user owner permission has been removed. User owner does not have any permission. Okay, let me show you with this thing with a practical. User one is a user owner, right? User one. Now let me log in with user one. Su space -space user one. Okay. Directory was word, cd space /word. I'm trying. I am in the sense I'm the user one. Okay, and user one, as you know, user one is the owner of that directory, user owner. Okay, cd space, he's trying to change the directory or he's trying to enter in that directory, still he cannot. Okay, because we have removed all permission. User owner does not have any permission. Even I'm trying to ls, okay, into that directory, I am having the permission denied. User one cannot list the content of the directory and cd as well. So basically, even the user one is the owner, but still he is having the zero permission. In this way, user permission will impact. Permission can prevent the user by using the directory in a different way. Okay, and if we change the user owner, okay, if we change the user owner, so entire permission will be changed to the for the another user. So this is how we can change the permission. Okay, now let me show you again. if we chmod, if we try to remove the permission of group owner as well, okay, we are going to remove the permission of group owner and entire permission, read, write, execute with the world directory. Now let's check. User owner permission has been removed successfully. So user owner is the IT, okay. So member of IT group will again have the zero permission. Others are having the full permission. We can remove the permission for others as well by assigning the O letter. Now see, the directory is permissionless. Nobody has having any permission. So you can try with the login with space hyphen space John user. Okay, John user is there. Still John cannot enter in that directory. Even John cannot check the content of that directory. So anybody, any user on this system is having the zero permission for that directory. So this is how we can change the permission by using the alpha method. Okay. So in the alpha method, if you have observed, we need to fire the 3 command to change the permission of user owner, group owner, and others. Okay. In a single command, we have changed the permission of user owner. Then another command, we have changed the permission of group owner, and the third command, we have changed the permission with others, like this. First, we have removed the user owner's permission. So dedicatedly, we need to fire one single command to change the user owner permission, then the group owner permission, and the others permission as well. Okay. Now let's come to the numeric method. So in numeric method, here we need to understand some numbers. Okay. So for read permission, here is a number. Okay, assigned as a 4. So read permission is equal to 4 number. For write, number is 2, and for execute, number is 1. So if you want to assign the full permission, read, write, execute, the number should be 7. Okay. For example, I'm going, okay, command will be the same. Okay, chmod. And if you're going to give the number like 000, and the directory will be the world. What does it mean? The first number is for the user owner, second number is for the group owner, and the third number will be for others, user owner, group owner, and others. So in this command, we are giving a 0 permission to all, including user owner, group owner, and others. Okay. So you can change the number like 001. What does it mean? User owner is having 0 permission, group owner is having 0 permission, and other is having only execute permission. If you are going to give the 777, that means user owner, group owner, and others all are having the full permission. If you are going to give 755, that means user owner is having full permission, group owner is having the read and execute permission. What read and execute is 5 number is there, right? 5 is the combination of 4 and 1. So it is read and execute. So group owner is having the read and execute, and also other is having read and execute 4 plus 5. So you can make the different number as per your requirement. Okay. Suppose you need to give the permission like 644. Okay. What does it mean? For user owner, the permission is a 6, and what 6 is? Read and write. Okay. User owner is having read and write. Then what 4 is? 4 is only read. Others having the 4 permission, read permission only, and other is group owner and other having the read permission only. So this is all depend on the numbers. Okay. Now let me show you on a terminal what permission exactly on the world directory is. Okay, there's nothing permission, 0 permission for the anyone. Okay. Now if we want to change the permission, the command is chmod space, as I told you, 777 permission. Okay, 777 means the full permission. Okay, to the user owner, to the group owner, and to the others as well, and the directory name is world. In a single command with a numeric method, you can change the permission to the all, user owner, group owner, and others as well. The first full permission indicates for the user owner, Second full permission is indicated for the group owner, and the third other full permission is indicated for the others. So this is how we can give the permission with the numbers. Like I'm going to give the zero permission to the world directory, and let's see the output. Okay, so the directory is a permissionless. Now let's check these things. Okay, practically how it works. Basically, I'm going to assign the permission 750. Okay, to the world directory. Standard permission I have assigned 750. Now what is 750? Let me tell you. Okay, here is the permission for world directory we have assigned 750. That means the user owner is having the full permission. Let's check who is the user owner of that directory. User owner is user one. User one is having the full permission. Okay, user one. Then the 5. What 5 is? 5 is read and execute. Okay, read and execute. So group owner having the read and execute permission. Who is the group owner? Let's check. It is the IT. And IT is a group owner. It is having the read and execute. Okay, IT. It is having read and execute. Let me write down in short. Read and execute. And user one is having the full permission, read and execute. The last number 0 is for others. Okay, others. So all user instead of the IT group, instead of the user owner, will be considered as others. Like and it is having the 0 permission, as you can see here. Okay, they do not have any permission. 000 or hyphen you can mention as well. Okay. So in this situation, now we need to check practically what if we log in with the user owner or user one, it should get the full permission. If we log in with any user from the IT group, they should get the read and execute permission. And if we log in with any other user, they should get the 0 permission. Now in IT, let me tell you, we have the user 2 who is a member of IT group. Also user 3 is there who is a member of IT, and user 4 is there who is a member of IT. Now rest of the all user will consider as others, like user 5, user 6, user 7, user 8, 9 and 10. So instead of the group members, instead of the user owner, all user will consider as others. Okay, and others having the 0 permission. Come to the point now. I am first trying to check the permission of the user owner. User owner is user one. Okay, user one is having the full permission. Let's try to log in with user one. SU space hyphen space user one, and let's try to cd space / word. User one is able to log in. Okay, let's check the present working directory here. Yes, it is successfully came inside of the directory. Then if user one is trying to create the file test1, see test1 file has been created. If the user wants to remove the file, also it is able to remove the file has been removed. Okay, so basically user one is having the full permission. Okay, that we have cross checked. User one is having the full permission. Now let's check by login with any member of IT group. Let me again show you. We have the IT group with a member user 2, 3 and 4. User 2, user 3 and user 4. These are the member of IT group. And what is the permission with IT group or the group owner? The group owner is having the permission of read and execute. That means user 2, user 3 and user 4 may get the read and execute permission for this world directory. Now let's try to log in with any user from group, IT group. Okay, user 2, let's suppose. User 2 is logged in. Let's check who am I. I'm the user 2. Cd space slash world. Okay. User 2 is able to enter in that directory. Read and execute permission only is there. Okay. Not write. So if I'm going to ls, yes, I can ls the command. I can ls, I can check the content. I cannot create the file over here, test 11, because the user 2 does not have the right permission, or ultimately the IT group does not have the right permission. So user 2 cannot create the file, even it cannot create the directory, even it cannot remove the file as well. Okay, because it does not have the permission. It is having the permission of only read and execute. So we have tried with the IT member, it was user 2. Now let's try with the others. Okay, others having no permission. So user 2, 3, 4. Okay, these three users was a member of IT group. Instead of these three users, let's suppose user 5, user 6, user 7, 8, 9, 10, all are considered as the others. Now I'm trying to log in with user 10. Okay, who is considered as the others. And let me check who am I am logging with the user 10. If I am trying to check the content of the world directory by ls space slash world, okay, I'm getting the error, permission denied. Even I cannot enter in that world by cd change directory. Still, it cannot change directory, okay, because it is the user who is considered as others, and others do not have any permission. Hope you understood this concept of the permission. Okay. Now let me show you the simple scenario whenever we are using with a normal user. Suppose this is a Jacob user now. Okay. And any other user, okay, which you will create, for example, John or Harry, or okay. So what if you are logging with the normal user like a John, okay. I have not set the password for John. Let me set the password. Password space John. You may not have the view. Okay, fine. We need root login for that purpose. So I am going to set the password for John. And also I'm going to change the login shell of John as well. Okay. Yesterday we had seen one command user mod space -s to change the shell. I'm going to set the shell. It is /bin/bash shell for John user. Okay. And now let's try with space John user. See, this is a John user now. Okay. Now, what are the permissions for the John? Okay. Normally, whenever you are logging with any user, okay, suppose I'm going to log in with a John user, and where John is inside of /home/John, this directory. See, I'm going to show you the PWD, present working directory. Okay. So the point is, for this single directory John, permission may be different, and for /home directory, permission may be different. Okay. So in this way, John is having the different permission for John itself directory. It is own directory, and also John is having the different permission for home as well. Okay. In that way, let's see some practical. For example, I'm inside of /John. I can create the directory because, okay, I'm having the full permission in my own directory and the John. I can create the file as well. Okay. But I cannot create the file like touch space /root/file2, because it is the root's home directory where I'm trying to create the file. Obviously, any standard user will not allow to create the file inside of /root. Now, I'm going to give cd space dot dot, basically one step back. And if we can see here, we are inside of slash home now. Okay, we are inside of slash home. Now let's check the permission with here. Let's try to create the file here. Touch space John imp file. Even we do not have the permission to create the file inside of slash home. So John is having the permission only in its home directory slash home slash John. But John do not have the permission to create the file or directory inside of the home. But root can define the permission of slash home as well. Okay. How we can check the permission of slash home? Simply come to the root login. Let me show you the permission of home directory, whatever it is. Sorry, let's press hyphen L space slash we need to view. And here we can see the permission of home directory. Let's list out the home directory. See, I have highlighted the home directory here. If you can see the home directory, okay, home directory is having the user owner, it is a root, and also the group owner is also root. And what are the permissions for that home directory is, okay, permission for the home directory is the user owner is having the full permission, which is RWX, basically root, right? Root is the user owner. So root user is having the full permission. Second, if you see the group owner, it is also a root. Group owner, okay, group owner is also root, so it is also having the read and execute permission. And the last one, others, it is having the R and X, that means read and execute permission. So basically we had tried with the John user, and John is considered as the standard user or others user. So that's why John user was not able to create the file or a directory inside of slash home directory. So it is all depend on the permission, okay, which user can create the directory, can create the file or folder, or even can modify the file folder, depend on the permission, what permissions has been assigned by the super user. So this is how we can check and change the permission. Let's have a quick recall, okay, about the permission. Basically, there are three permissions in every operating system. One is the read, another one is the write, and the one more is there, execute permission. Read permission is just to check the file content, directories content. Write permission is to modify, and execute permission especially for the file, to run that file as a program. Then user own, we can set the permission in the three different block. First block will be of user owners, okay. Second block will be of group owner, okay. And the third block will be of others. So the users, instead of user owner and group owner, will be considered as others. Then to check the permission, we have the command ls space hyphen L for long listing, and we can see the command permission like read, write, execute, read hyphen execute, read hyphen execute, okay. So the first block is for user owner. Again, as I told you, second block for group owner, and third block is for others. Then we had seen how to change the user owner and a group owner, okay. To change the user owner, command was chown. I will share the one file with you today, end of the day, for this all command which we had seen. Chown, to change the user owner, you need to assign the owner, new owner, and then the directory. Then also in that same way, we can change the group owner by command chgrp. To change the group owner, you can mention the group owner name, the IT is the group, and again the directory. And finally, we had seen the command of chmod to change the permission with the help of numbers or with the help of alphabet. So this is all about the permission. Hope you understood the concept of the permission, okay. And I appreciate if you have any doubt, questions, queries, feel free to ask me, okay. So for today, we are going to stop here. Okay. And thank you very much for giving your valuable time. See you by tomorrow. Okay. On the same time. Have a great day.